Om Sri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Seva Gurukulam. Online classes in mathematics. How are you all? Fine? Okay. Sit for a few minutes. Okay? Have a book and pen. Get ready. Be cheerful. Okay? Yeah, we have very interesting topic today called simple equations. It is not complicated, very simple. Okay? Already you have studied in class 6th some of the things about equations, correct? So it comes under a branch of mathematics called algebra. What is algebra? Algebra is a branch of mathematics using variables. Is it not? So can you tell some other branch of mathematics? Correct? Arithmetic. It is a branch of mathematics with numbers, operations with numbers, correct? Then you have algebra. Then you have geometry. What is geometry? It is a branch of mathematics which deals with the figures, lines, is it not? Solids and so on. So very interesting branch. Here when you say variables, it means letters. Can you name some letters in English? Yeah, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z and so on. Is it not? Already you are introduced to it last year, correct? And what are variables? They are numbers using values whose values are not fixed. So when you say A, the value of that A can be any number, maybe 1 or 2 or 100 or half, anything, no? So that is what is called as not fixed. We can do the 4 operations. What are the 4 operations in mathematics? Come on. Yes? Yeah. Plus means what? Addition. Minus means subtraction. Into means multiplication. And this is division. These are the 4 operations. Using them and that form expressions. So another term you must note about expressions. What are expressions? If you say A plus B, that is called expression. Here what is the operation done? Plus, correct? Suppose you have x minus y. Here A and B are called variables. X and y are called variables. What is the operation done? Minus, correct? Suppose you have 3m. What is the variable here? Variable is m. It is multiplied. The operation is multiplied here by 3, correct? Similarly, you have p by 4. Correct? So when you say p by 4, here the operation is divided by, correct? So the 4 operations are made use of here, plus, minus, into, divided by. So variables with the operations. And now one doubt may arise. Suppose you have A plus B plus C. Is it expression? Yeah. It is called, come on, trinomial. These are called binomial. And this is called monomials. And suppose you have more than 3, we call it as polynomial. Remember? This is what you have studied last year. This is called polynomial, 4 kinds of expressions. Okay. So, note that also. Here it may be having plus, it may be minus also. Okay. And these are called variables. Why are they called variables? Because the value of which is not known. Okay. So, that is about variables and expressions. What about equation? You also studied about equation, correct? So, equation is a condition on a variable. Condition. So, suppose you are sitting in a class, that is a condition. You should not get up from the place, you should wait until a bell rings, correct? So, that are the conditions. So, if a condition is put for a variable, then it is called equation. It is expressed by saying that an expression with a variable is equal to a fixed number. So, in equation you get what is called as equal sign. Suppose you have a variable called m, if you add 3 to it, so our answer is 5. So, this is called equation. Why it is called equation? Because m is a variable and we are adding 3 to it, adding 3. So, the operation is plus here, followed. So, this is called equation. Here the value of the variable will change for equation to equation. Now, why it is called the word equation? Because there is an equal sign, correct? That is why it is called as equation. Okay. This already we have studied. For example, if in the equation m plus 3 equal to 5, here this side is called left hand side and this is called right hand side. Left hand side, which is your left hand, raise it. Which is your right hand, raise it. Okay. And if there is a sign called equal sign, suppose if they are not equal, what do you call it? Now, shall we have one example like this, x plus 2 and 7. What is this sign called here? Can we call it an equation? No. Why? There is a sign called greater than. This sign is called greater than. That is not an equation. Similarly, if the sign is like this, what do you call it? Lesser than. We already studied all these things just for revision. Lesser than. For example, 6 is greater than 5. Correct? 6 is greater than 5. And say 3 is lesser than 4. Use the word lesser than. So, these are not equations. So, this is also not called equation, because there is no equal sign, and this is called equation because it has an equal sign in between. So, what do you mean by solving an equation? Solving means finding the value of the variable to satisfy the given equation. Okay. For example, I can say you think of a number. Thought, keep some number in mind. Okay. Add, we call this number as say x. Let the number be x. Add 5 to it. Think of a number, we call it as x. Add 5 to it. Adding means what? Plus. If it gives the value as 8, What is the number you thought? Can you tell me what is the value of the number? Yeah, it is 3. X becomes 3 because you think of a number to which you add 5, it should give 8. Are you understanding? So, this is called solving an equation. So, we say x is equal to 3 is the answer, it is the value of the variable. Similarly, think of a number, we shall say p, subtract 3 from it, and if it gives the answer as 2, okay, what is the value of the variable? Yes, p is equal to, come on, how much? 5. So, think of a number, say it may be a or x or m or whatever it is, subtract 3 from it, you get the answer as 2, then that value of the variable will be 5, and you can verify it also. Suppose substitute here, 5 minus 3 becomes 2, correct? So, these are the things you already studied in the previous class. A few minutes back I told about greater than, lesser than and so on. That is not equation. Here this is called equation because there is a equal sign. The variable is x, correct? So, in the equation 2a minus 5 equals 25, the variable is a. How do you find it? It is an algebraic term. So, this a or x or p or m etc. are called as variables. Okay. So, what does variable means? It means something that can vary or change. So, our mind is like a variable. What is fixed? The soul or Atma, what you call, it is fixed. Okay. Even the body also variable, changes, correct? So, it can vary and change. A variable takes on different numerical values. The value is not fixed. It may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 0, half, any number. Okay. So, variables are usually denoted by letters of the alphabets. How many alphabets are there? All of you know it? 26, okay, from A to Z. So, we are writing variables denoting it by x, y, z, a, b, c, l, m, n, etc. From variables we form expressions which are formed by performing operations. Come on, repeat. What is this operation plus called? Addition minus subtraction into multiplication, also called product, divided by, is it not? So, these are the 4 operations and we get what is called expressions. So, from x we form the expression 4x plus 5. Here x is multiplied by 4 and 5 is added to it. So, how to write the expression? So, here 4 times the given variable is added to 5. So, you get 4x plus 5, that is called expression. Now, what kind of expression it is? Binomial. Why it is called binomial? 2 terms. One term is there? Monomial. For example, A is a monomial, 2b is a monomial, 3c is a monomial. How to identify it? there is no operations here like plus and minus. So, they are called monomials. This is the binomials. Suppose there are 3 terms, come on, trinomials, 5 terms, polynomial. Okay. So, now when x is equal to 5, what happens? 4x plus 5 becomes, so what is that x called? Variable. So, 4 into 5 plus 5 equals 25. Okay. The condition is satisfied when x is equal to 5, and the solution of the equation 4x plus 5 is equal to 25. So, x is equal to 5 is the solution. So, here suppose you think of an equation like this. The equation is 4x plus 5 is equal to 25. One of the equation, it may have any value. Okay. Then when x is equal to 5, it becomes 4 into 5 plus 5 is equal to 25. Suppose you take 6, what happens? 4 into 6, 24 plus 5, it becomes 29. Will it hold good? No. Suppose you put x is equal to 10, 4 into 10 is 40 plus 5, you get 45. Is it not? So, it will not hold good. So, only when x is equal to 5, you get the equation to hold good. So, what is it called? It is called the solution of the equation. Okay, one more example. Similarly, for the equation 2a minus 10 equals 26, what is the variable called? A. What type of expression it is? It is binomial. And what is the sign used here? 26. For what value of A will the equation hold good? And if you operate it, you find that A is equal to 18 is the solution. You may ask how you get it. See, if the minus 10 is given, you have to add 10 to it. So, in this equation, how to find the value of A? That is just to do opposite operation. If minus is given, you make it plus. 2a minus 10 plus 10 is equal to 26 plus 10. So, adding 10 on both sides, what do you get? So, 10 and 10 cancels. You get 2a is equal to 36. A is equal to 36 by 2, that is called 18. That is how you got 18. What is it called? It is called solution of the equation. How you got it? If minus is given, add 10. When you add 10 to the left hand side, you have to add 10 to the right side also. So, that becomes 36. Then you get the value of A is equal to 18, that is solution. Okay. Understood? Okay, note down. Good boys, good girls. Now, we will have the condition for an equation. What is the condition? In an equation, condition for an equation. Now, you are all sitting in the class, let us suppose. Condition is until the bell rings, you should not go out. Correct? Should sit straight and write down. Okay? Should not move about. That are all conditions. is it not? You must note down. All these are conditions. So, similarly for equation there is a condition. There is always an equality sign. What is equality sign? So, 4 is equal to 4. This is called equality sign. Okay. The equality sign shows that the value of the expression in the left hand side, suppose you have 4x here on the left hand side. So, this is called left hand side, that is called right hand side. In between you have equal sign. Okay. So, equality sign shows that the value of the expression to left of this sign, that is called left hand side, is equal to the value of the expression to the right hand side, RHS. Simple. LHS, RHS. Repeat. LHS means what? Left hand side. So, the expression on the left side is called left hand side, expression on the right is called right hand side. For example, in the equation 4x plus 5 is equal to 25, 4x plus 5 is called left hand side and 25 is called right hand side. Okay, understood? Very nice. An equation remains the same when the expression on the left and on the right are interchanged. What are we interchanging? Changing, left becomes right, right becomes left. For example, in the equation 4m plus 5 is equal to 6m minus 25. So, it is left hand side, this is called left hand side, is it not? Which is right hand side? This is right hand side. What am I interchanging? Exchanging. So, bring this to left, bring this to right. Then the expression becomes 6m minus 25 is equal to 4m plus 5. So, both are same. So, that is the meaning. Okay? Understood? So, these are the two conditions. You understood the word left hand side, right hand side? Okay, very nice. Now, we will pass on to one example. Example is, write equations of the following. The sum of the numbers x and 4 is 9. Write it. How to write it? Sum means what? Add. So, x plus 4 is 9. If you subtract 5 from 6 times a number, you get 7. So, let the number be x. 6 times a number means 6x. Subtract 5 means minus 5. Here you use the word sum. Sum means what? Plus. Here you are subtracting subtract. So, subtract means what? Minus. 6 times a number means 6x. Minus 5 is equal to 7. 1/4 of m is 3 more than 7. So, what is the variable here? Variable is m. 1/4 means m by 4. 1/4 of m, that is 1 m by 4 is 3 more than 7. So, that is subtract 7, you get 3. So, that is how you write the equation. Here what is the variable? M. Okay. And also you have statement form. If an equation is given, you should know how to write in statement form. Okay, for example, is a equation x plus 4 equal to 15. If 4 is added to a given number, the sum will be 15. Can I write it? Okay. Now come on. 4m minus 2 equals 18. What is the variable here? M. So, how to write it? If you subtract 2 from 4 times a number, so 4 times a number means 4m. What you must do? Subtract 2, you get 18. What is 18? 18 is the answer. So, now third type of question, say whether the following equation is true or not for the values given. M plus 4 equal to 0. If m is 4, is it true? What do you say? Suppose you write 4 here, 4 plus 4, how much it becomes? 0. Is it true? No. So, you must write false. Understood? Come on, you try this. All of you. Try. 7x plus 5 equal to 19. For x is equal to minus 2. Is it true or false? So, wherever there is x, you put minus 2 plus 5. 7 2s are 14. Is it not? So, 14 minus 14 plus 5 becomes 9. Minus 14 plus 5 becomes minus 9. So, the answer is given as 19. So, it is also false. Okay. Third one, m plus 5 is equal to 9. For the value of m is equal to 4, what happens? 4 plus 5 becomes 9. So, it is true. Okay. Following? Okay. Now, home assignments. This is a question you have to answer in home assignment. Okay. For the next class, you must come prepared. Okay. So, the first question is complete the last column of the table. Means you must tell whether it is yes or no, or true or false. Equation x plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to 3. Is it true or false? Only I will tell it is false, because 3 plus 3 becomes 6, not 0. So, you must write it as no. Like that you try to do it, you copy down the equation. Okay, it is there in textbook also, you can just note down. Okay. Okay. Second question, check whether the value given in the brackets is a solution to the given equation or not. Same type, you must check it. As you are writing that true or false, here they are not writing, that is all. Check once, you put this value here and check whether it is true or false. Okay. Third question, write equations for the following statement. Now, statements are given, you must write equation. 2 subtracted from y is 8. Write in equation form. 10 times a is 70. Here a is a variable, please note it. 10 times a is 70. 3/4 of t, this t is called variable. Here also y is called variable. 3/4 of t is 15. And last question, write the following equation in statement form. This is how you have to write it, as you have done here. M minus 7 equals 3, 3m by 5 is equal to 6, p by 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. It is all in textbook, just note it down, that is all. Okay. Try to answer the questions. Okay. Now, let us see what Bhagavan Baba says. Okay. There is a very simple and interesting statement of Baba. What is that? Start early, drive slowly, reach safely. Especially it applies to those who go in vehicles. You must go start early from home, is it not? You must drive slowly and reach safely, that is what Baba says. So, come prepared for the home assignment. Thank you.